Alrighty guys, welcome back. I know we've had a little bit of a wait, but we just got in another Bronco. This is a customer of mine. 4-door, Area 51. This is also the Badlands trim. We'll be taking our time going around this guy. The Luxe package, soft top. Alright. Peeking up front here, you'll see the dark gray, let's call it like magnetic front grille that you can get on these Broncos. Press the key with the LED lights so you can see the LEDs. You see you have the hash marker for your turn signals and then the halo for the LED. It looks very nice. There's even a Bronco logo that's kind of hard to make out in there. Baked in on the grill, if you have the Luxe package with the 360 camera stuff, you'll see your camera hidden in there. And then you have a modular front bumper with your sensor kind of hidden behind there. And you also have actual sensors inside the bumper itself, unique to this modular front bumper that you get in the Badlands and is optional on other trims. You see these little Bronco holes here for screws, so you can actually remove these caps or install different accessories, lights probably in particular, maybe I guess a winch. Gosh, they look really good. So the Badlands you also get, if I did my homework right, you'll get the bilsteins that you'll see on the front. In the back you'll get the front and rear locking differential and the sway bar disconnect. This is going to be a good look at the tires and wheels. That's the standard combo that you'll get on the Badlands, and I'll leave the information above or below. Super meaty tires. Look at the tread on these guys. This is a fat finger, all right? I got some chubby fingers. Look at this. All right. Additionally, you'll notice that you have these fender flares that are not body color, and I prefer it this way. I mean, you don't want to be, feel bad getting scuffs and scratches on your flares. And if we peek inside here, so we're going into the fender flare here, you'll notice there are these little clips. You turn these, and these are kind of like how you loosen it, and it's about 3 or 4 of them on the inside of this lip to just remove the fender flare. Really cool. I had a gentleman that was like, oh, why are you telling people that? Well, it's like, you're gonna own it, and you should know about that stuff. And I mean, yeah, maybe people are gonna steal those things, but probably gonna be $50. You'll also notice, so if you didn't have the rock rail, which is this piece right here, you would have this exposed lip that's hard to make out of paint and metal right there. So these rock rails not only protect your truck, and you can use it to, I guess, balance yourself or ride on rough surfaces and not scuff up, the Bronco, but it also kind of helps flush in this whole aesthetic here. So that looks nice. We got the Badlands logo here, and you've heard a lot of people call this a retro design. I guess it's just a modern take on Bronco. Very minimal lines, but the lines that do show up are very kind of straight. And you see this one line that is above the door handle that kind of goes along the side and then just drops down. And you see another line that goes across the door panels here that looks nice. So not like crazy metal work going on. Looking in the back of this guy, all the Broncos will get 3 tow hooks, 2 in the front and then 1 in the rear. You can see right there. You'll also get the 1 Ford badge that you'll find on this guy on the trunk. I don't know if I should call it the trunk or tailgate. Of course, another spare, or not another, but the spare. And trunk-wise, or storage-wise, it will definitely be the best on the 4 doors that we have here. And you can see this actual swing out tailgate will stop there, but you can even push it out even further. So when you look at that, you can really swing this out wide. Now, depending on the configuration, you can get it with the tow capability, which gives you the wiring and the receiver right there. So you're good to tow around 2,000, but I will make sure I edit in whatever the exact capability is. Steel bumper in the back with your sensors built in. You have your Bronco logo on the right side of the spare. Kind of industrial looking look here. You have your LED lights. Let me see if I can get them to shine on real quick. There you go. And I'm going to open up the, just because I'm yapping here. Your door handles, the fender flares, and your mirror caps are going to be, I'll have to double check on the mirror caps, but they should be just the black plastic. You can kind of see your trunk here. You have this little area, so if you wanted to plug in your some of the electrical stuff that's in the trunk, you can plug that in right there and it won't be hanging anywhere. Open that, spare little storage cubby. Then you have these little lassos for tie down areas. You can use that for either storing your roofs or your doors, or just holding down other things that you need to take care of. And just walk around it one more time before we hop in. But yeah, just been a hard time getting these trucks in. I know some people have been waiting a year or more. I'm kind of at the 8th or 9th month mark, so I didn't hop in right when they announced these guys, because I have my own vehicle and just trying to figure out all that stuff and not be making stupid financial decisions. But yeah, this thing looks great. I'm going to show you the key, which is kind of like the standard Ford key fob. So you have the unlock, the lock, the ×2 button for the remote start, and then the hazards. So if you wanted to, you turn it on, you press the lock, then this ×2 button, and that turns this guy on. Now, I did drive the 2.7, which was this one right back here, which is about a few blocks, and I gotta say it was very nice. I'll turn this off just while I'm showing you. So you have frameless windows here, and the idea is that you can just drop these windows down, it'll be hidden in the unit, and then you could just pick up this door after you unbolt these little pieces here and unplug this, and you could just quite literally take out your door in, minutes, and the window itself is hidden, or the glass. Little hits of vinyl in the interior here that will definitely last a while. And then these are the leather trimmed seats that you'll see on the Badlands. Hit or miss with me with the color. I wish maybe it was a little either more simple or just had other options with the colors, but the orange kind of works with what the Badlands is and what the Badlands color is, and this orange does work really well with this Area 51. You see that the orange hits here, orange in the grab handles, mosquito on my hand, excuse me. And yeah, just a great time for the whole family. Owner of the dealership driving around me, making me nervous. So I'm just going to turn it on here. So you see your head, not a heads-up display, but this is your front dash display. Lower the volume, lower the AC. I can suffer, you cannot. So lots of little menus you can toggle in there, but let's show you more unique Bronco stuff. Up on this dash area, so basically above your display, which is unique, 12-inch screen, lots of different controls, but above that you have these little switches that are rubberized, really easy to very tactile, really cool. And so what are these buttons? You have your hazards on the right, you have your traction control, please John. You have a trail turn assist type feature, so you can lock a rear wheel and do really tight turns, which is really cool. You have a rear locker, a front locker, and then a sway bar disconnect. So a super capable truck that we're looking at here. You have pre-wiring for all different areas around this vehicle, front, back, up top, and these are just on-off switches. And this is all pre-wired. In most cases, you won't have to do any drilling, except for the top area. The top area has these two little spots where I already give you the areas to drill. Home link right here for your garage door openers. And then we have the soft top in this guy. And we'll notice there are cost-saving measures here. So there is a plastic on the dash up here that you probably will never be touching. This is hard plastic here, but it seems very durable and lasts a while. I like the controls here for your volumes and your climate controls, and this does have dual zone climate. With the Lux package, you'll also get a wireless phone charger, and all this stuff is basically hidden in front of the shifter, and you'll get a USB-C and a regular USB. You'll get a camera button up here, so you can get your 360, pull up more information, pull up your front camera, pull up your front 180. You can toggle in between that stuff. On this screen, you have these two little areas. You can decide to maybe switch them out with different information. You can go up and down on these different tiles, zone lighting, off-road status, lots of stuff that you can just get simply by using the screen. Steering wheel wise, basic controls on the right hand side. You have your kind of voice command stuff here, your toggles for controlling this screen here, and then your next and back. The left side will be mainly cruise control type settings. So you have your cruise control speed stuff as well as your lane keeping. So if you start drifting out of the lanes, the steering wheel will vibrate. And then these are the hash markers for your adaptive cruise control, because this can speed up and slow down depending on the speed that you set and the distance that it's trying to achieve. So some of those features, once you get to trusting them, they're really good, but some people will never use them, so it just depends on who you are. Now, because this is an off-road vehicle that you take the doors and the roof off, you don't have your window controls on the left side of the door. You have them instead in your center console right here. And then you have your mirror controls right here. It's kind of quirky, but I think that's similar to how they do it in the Jeep. Cool little Bronco badge here. You'll see lots of little Bronco nods around these vehicles. Even a QR code above your mirror. But overall, just really happy with this. The customer that ordered this has been waiting quite some time, and he'll be coming in the next day or so to pick this guy up. And he's a really, really nice guy. And so we're just going to check out the back. Now, in the back, You also get these this mold grate system, so you can hang stuff in here or clip stuff in. And this does carry out the leather interior to the back. I'm not gonna mess around too much with this stuff, but yeah, very happy with how this guy's orders came out. And yeah, I appreciate everyone that's watched these videos, and we're gonna continue to keep busting them out. And if you have any questions, if you want to see something in particular, let me know. I'll try and keep an eye out. And yeah, we're halfway mark. You know, all those are part of that 500 that have subscribed. I really appreciate y'all. And we're just trying to get to 1,000 at this point and just work from there. And yeah, just keep liking, subscribing, watching. And I'll definitely be doing lots of Bronco content when mine comes in. Thanks, guys.